Exactly 2 weeks ago today, I did actually go for my COVID jab. So I thought, Lynn, let's start there. I actually got a text in February from my doctors in regards to booking my jab. And I was I did question it. I thought, a little bit too soon for me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure just yet. I'm going to get it. I definitely will. But let me see a little bit more of this data as it comes along. From there on, I was getting probably once a week a text again from the doctors until about 3 weeks in. Then I actually got a call from the doctors asking me whether I'm still interested in going for this jab. And I did actually confirm with the doctors that I was planning to go ahead and do it. But my initial thought was my birthday was coming up soon. So me being me, I knew I would be one of those suffering with some sort of side effects. So with that being said, and with my birthday coming up, they could understand that. And I said, don't worry, the day after my birthday, I will sign up and get this jab, which is exactly what happened. Booked my appointment online. Initially what comes up is they'll ask for your date of birth, and they'll give you the option of 2 or 3 vaccine centres to book your appointment with. So I opted for the closest one to myself, and I actually got an appointment for the following day. With that being said, the news was talking about the AstraZeneca and blood clots and all the rest of it, and I thought, oh God, please, you're making me nervous now. Yeah, I already suffer with anxiety here and there, and that just wasn't something I wanted to hear. But I thought, Lynn, you did plan you were going to go and do this, and I thought, I did question whether to go and cancel my appointment, and I thought, no, don't do that, because you're going to worry about it for the next week or two. And I thought, no, I'm not going to delay it any further. I said I was going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I turned up the next day. My appointment was at approximately at 4:30 in the afternoon. Turned up. There was 1 or 2 wardens directing you to the actual entrance for the clinic. There was a small queue, I'm going to say. Probably about a dozen people in front of me. So a mini queue compared to a lot of vaccine centres I've seen on the TV, etc. So you've also got a warden there that, I'm not too sure whether the warden, he might have been somebody that works within the actual clinic, but they would ask you a few questions while you're standing in line in regards to whether you've come into contact with anybody with COVID in the past 30 days or so. Also, make sure that you have your mask as well before entering the building. The queue itself went down very quickly. I was probably outside the clinic for maybe about 10 minutes at the most, let's put it that way, until you were called to come forward. And the first port of call was before you entered the building. There was someone that checked your temperature. You walked into the door, you had a sanitizer machine there, so you did the necessary there. Another lady approached me at the doorway, asking for my details, my date of birth. Also asked whether you were pregnant, whether you had any allergies. Yeah, just a few of those sort of necessary questions. And again, whether you're coming into contact with anybody with COVID in the past 30 days. You were given a slip that you had to queue up for another queue for the reception. You handed in your slip, and what they gave you thereafter was a booklet, small sort of leaflet. Yeah, small sort of leaflet. As you can see, I did actually have the AstraZeneca. And then also this little card saying the date and the batch number of the AstraZeneca. At the top where I've got it covered, that's my name. And that's the back of, well, that's the front actually. This is the back. And also with the AstraZeneca, I didn't know what vaccine I was going to have until you arrive at the clinic. So you never know beforehand you'd have a poster on the window advising you what vaccine they were distributing today. So that day they were distributing the AstraZeneca. So that's the first time you'll see what vaccine you're getting. So again, my head was like, oh God, this is the one that they were talking about on TV. Ugh. Anyway, Lynn, let's not panic now. Let's not do it. Let's not panic. But that being said, I just went ahead. I thought, no, I'm not going to let it get into my head and start panicking. Sorry, I'm feeling a little hot today, a little hot and flustered. It's quite warm in England today. I think we're 24 degrees, I believe. So, yeah, bear with me. Okay, so after receiving your pamphlets and your card, you'll be directed to a lady that will seat you wherever you're needed to be seated. With this clinic, it's like one long row of seats facing a wall, and the seats were divided 2 by 2 with panels in between. So 2 seats with a panel, 2 seats with a panel, etc. So with that being said, I'm sure there's, I'm not even too sure how many seats. I'm going to say probably about 20 seats in total within this line. But you're sitting down. This felt like a bit like musical chairs to me, because the minute you sat down, you were getting up to move along the row. So it was consistently, probably every 60 seconds. Oh, move again. Oh, move again. Oh, move again. That's how quickly the queue went. So this was very efficient in how they did this. By the time you got to the actual doorway for your turn to have your injection done, yeah, they'll direct you to the next available cubicle to have your injection. I had one young Asian lady, probably about my daughter's age, 28, late 20s. So very nice lady. She'll talk you through what's going to happen, ask the same sort of questions that they did at the reception as well. And yeah, it was and we were chit-chatting about again about how the Black and Asian community are very sort of skeptical about having the jab. She had already had hers. Again, I was just a little hesitant because I suffer with a touch of anxiety in general, and she made me feel at home anyway. So yeah, we had a little laugh and a joke. The jab itself was, it was tiny, it was small, it was quick. I really didn't feel it. It was on my left arm. I'm right-handed, so every time I have any type of vaccinations, it's always going to be on my left arm that I have it. So very small pinprick, nothing to it. It was over in a heartbeat. So yeah, that was very nice and quick actually. That was very quick. If you had cycled, they would ask you to stay for 15 minutes just before leaving, just to make sure all is well with you. But if you hadn't driven, you're taking the bus or walking, then they let you go straight away. So in my case, I was let go straight away to go about my business. I took my time walking home. I thought, so you know what, let's just stroll a little bit, because if I'm not feeling well as I'm walking home, I'm gonna be turning back around and going back to where I came from, back to the clinic. So I did take my time. I strolled, but yeah, I had no complaints, to be honest. I was fine. I think my head was just doing overtime, so I was fine. By the time I did get home, all was good. So as I mentioned, I had my jab at 4:30. By about, I'm going to say about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I was yawning like the clappers. I don't know what went on. I thought, my God, why am I yawning so much? And I thought to myself, oh, this must be the first of the effects of this jab. Right, I will mention what the effects are. If we're looking at the leaflet here, it does say the very common side effects are tenderness, pain, warmth, redness, itching, swelling or bruising where the injection is given, a general feeling of unwellness, feeling tired, fatigued, chills or feeling feverish, headache, feeling sick or nauseous, and joint pain or muscle ache. Now, I'm going to say I had all but one. Yeah, all but one, which is a nauseous. Nauseous doesn't sound right. Yeah, nausea. You know what I mean anyway. Right, okay, so as I mentioned, about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I was feeling a bit yawny. I just couldn't stop yawning. I just couldn't work it out. But I wasn't feeling drowsy at that point, no. By about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I said, you know what, I'm going to my bed. I'm feeling a little bit tired now. I don't know, when I nodded off, it must have been so quick, because normally I have a good hour or two before I would properly nod off in bed. It takes me a while. But that day, it was probably within 20 minutes I was out. With that being said, I woke up maybe about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I did get a good sort of 10-hour sleep. And that was a good sleep. But that's where it ends. After that now, I had, coming out of my bed that morning, I was in pain. Oh my God, the pain. But when I say the pain, it wasn't a pain of rolling around in pain. It was more of a body ache. Yeah, which is what they said on the pamphlet here. More of a body ache. The body ache was sort of, I'm going to describe it, to me, it felt more like when I used to go to the gym, doing a hard workout routine the day before and waking up in muscle pain the next day. That's how it felt to me. So it wasn't a pain of rolling around in pain. Yeah, not that type of pain. Very much a muscle ache. And the pain for me was more on my left side of my body. So I'm going to say it. I'm not too sure that's the case, but for me, because I had my injection on my left, I'm presuming the left-hand side had more of an effect than the right, because I was getting pain more in my lower back on my left-hand side, over my bottom, down my left leg. I was sort of hobbling around like an old woman, to be honest. That's how it felt. But I didn't take any tablets. I didn't take any paracetamol, not at that point anyway. I had nowhere to be that day. So I had a duvet day. Yeah, Netflix, chill, TV, laptop, dozed off, woke up again, watched a bit more TV, did a bit of work on my laptop, fell asleep, woke up again, did some more work, watched a bit of TV, back to sleep again. I had one of those days. It was very much in and out of drowsiness all day long. I did forget to mention that I also had a sea salt bath halfway through the day. Yeah, I just thought, let me see if I can relax these muscles. Not too sure it helped. I'm not too sure it helped. But yeah, I had to do something. I thought, no, I've got to do something. I need to get out of this bed because I can't be sitting in here. I can't be lying in here all day. I need to wash my skin. Yeah, I need to wash my skin and freshen up a little piece. So yeah, that's what I did. So I had my sea salt bath and had a cup of tea and went back to bed again. Yeah, had a very lazy day. But again, like I said, I didn't have any sort of tablets at that point. It was only more, and plus I didn't really have an appetite either. So I was probably getting the odd cup of tea, a little biscuit here and there, and that was really me for the day. It was about 5:30, about 6 o'clock where I sort of got up and I started having a little bit of a chill, a little feverishness. Me being me, I thought, a little hot flush. It's a hot flush. Yeah, I'm menopausal, by the way. So to me, that felt like a hot flush, but it was a continuous hot flush. So at that point, I thought, nah, this ain't no hot flush. This is a chill. This is the fever that they were talking about. With that, I was coming, yeah, I wasn't really chillish. I wasn't really cold. I still felt warm. So I was more feverish, went back to my normal temperature, back to fever, back to my normal temperature. Yeah, rather than chills. I didn't really get chills. where a lot of people have mentioned they've got chills. But for myself, I didn't get that. I slept with the window open all night because of that. And I also took my paracetamols at that point because I had the feverishness as well as a touch of a headache as well. So I thought, I'm not going to bed tonight without taking any tablets. So I did that. I had a decent enough sleep, a little bit of tossing and turning, but not too bad. Woke up probably about 7:30 in the morning, my usual sort of time. And yeah, I felt better than I did the day before, let's put it that way. I still had a little bit of aches and pains of the morning, but by about midday, 1 o'clock, I was feeling much more myself. So I was back to normal, getting on with my daily routine. That was really how it went for me. Funny enough, my brother had his injection a week after mine, and I did mention what happened to me, so he sort of had the heads up of what to expect. With him, he took his paracetamols virtually as he walked back into his door, so as not to have all the side effects from it. But he still did get a little bit of aches and pains, he said. He still had a few aches and pains, but not enough to keep him off work. So he did go to work as per usual, had a touch of a headache as I did. But apart from that, all was good with him. Had another friend, an Asian friend this time. He had, my brother had the AstraZeneca. My Asian friend had the AstraZeneca as well. With his one, he was saying he didn't have any aches and pains. Again, he took his tablets the minute he walked in his door, but he had no aches and pains, he told me. I thought, oh, you got away with it. I didn't. But then again, I didn't take my tablets, so yeah, that being said, I just thought, yeah, then you've got this. No, I didn't get it. No. So that was him. And then I've got my mum, who's 71. She had the Pfizer jab. Now with her, I did ask her the same question. Mum, what was your what's the after effects of your one? She said all she had was pain in her left arm, I'm not too sure what arm she had it in, but she had pain where the injection point was. And that was it for her. She said, no, I didn't wake up with any pains. No, not at all. No pains whatsoever. No, I've just got pain in the top arm. And I did actually speak to her today before I came on camera. And she had her injection mid-February, so about 6 weeks ago. But she still has that slight pain in the top of her arm. I thought, oh, okay. That's interesting. With me, I really didn't feel the pain at all. I think I had probably about 2 days of, yeah, from lifting my arm, I'm feeling a little tenseness in the muscle. But apart from that, no arm pain whatsoever for me. But I did have that sort of, I'm going to say 48 hours worth of the drowsiness, the feverish, the touch of a headache, the aches and pains. So that was really how it went for me. So those of you that are still unsure about getting it, I thought, let me come on camera to sort of tell you my experience and leave everybody to make their own informed choice. That being said, I'm not going to keep you any further. So until next time, be safe and bye for now.